As part of our series, we are discussing the 13th question. Identify the bookings which have flight charges paid is less than the average flight charge for all the flight ticket bookings belonging to same flight type. Okay. So identify the bookings which have flight charges paid is less than the average flight charge for all flight ticket bookings belonging to the same flight type. So whenever I say same flight belonging to the same flight type, obviously I need to go with the inner join, self join, okay, with the flight ID and flight type. And in the query, in the question asked, we need to find out the average flight charge less than this one. So obviously I need to go with a correlated subqueries. So let me write the query now. First we will write the inner query to find out the average. Okay, average flight charge for the same flight type and the flight ID, right? Say for the same flight. So how you will do it? Obviously, flight charge, which is coming from the booking table, and flight is coming, flight details, flight ID and flight type is coming from the flight table, right? So if you see here, flight charge is in booking table. Obviously, I need to do a join with the flight and booking table. So let me write the query here. First, I'll get the flight charge, average of flight charge, okay, from booking B, do a inner join with flight F on B dot, what is it, flight ID equals to F dot flight ID, okay, and I'll use a where condition. I need to check for it should be the same flight type. Okay, so what I will do is, so you need to identify the you need to do the inner join, self join. So with the same self join with the flight type, you need to identify the flight type, right? So here, if I generally do like this, now inner join this one on condition, and if I do a group by, okay, with flight type, you will get this. So you're getting
F dot flight type. No. Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. You can use anything. Obviously, it will take the F dot flight type only.
Yeah.
But you're getting two different charges, two different flight charges, because we have flight type as international and domestic. One is for international and one is for domestic. Okay. Now, but the thing is that I need to get it for only same. I need to belong to the same flight type. I need to get it for the same flight type. Okay. What is the question? Flight charges paid is less than the average flight charge for all the flight ticket bookings belonging to the same flight type. So here the use of correlated subquery comes. So I need to write a outer query with flight and do a inner join, self join for the flight type. So in what I mean to say is, let me first do select a star from booking B1 inner join with flight F1 on B1 dot flight ID equals to F1 dot flight ID, and then I use a where condition where I need to get the B1 dot flight charge should be less than the average of this. For the same flight type, I need to identify, right? I need to identify it for the same flight type. So what I will write before my group by, I'll use a where condition. I'll use a where condition and I do a self join. F1 dot flight type. Okay, F1 dot flight type equals to F dot flight type. Okay, and then I do it group by with the flight type. Now if I do run the job, I've got three. One is for economy, one is for business, and one is for again for economy. And you see here the flight charges 3,000, 25,000, 22,000. Okay, and if you see in between, previously you have seen when I write this one without using this one, if I find out the average, I've got some 9250 26,750. Okay, now when I did this, you see here you're getting three flights. What are these? Which is less than the 26,500. So these are the three flight charges which are identified. Now go back to my question. Write a SQL query to display booking ID, source city, destination city, and booking date. Source city and the booking ID, booking date, destination also. So how you will retrieve? You have all the tables here. B1 dot booking ID. Okay. B1 dot booking underscore date. The same time from the flight details, you get the floats source and also you'll get the destination. Okay. Now you run the query. You've got these three, which is less than the average flight charge of all the flight bookings of the same flight type. Okay. Clear?
Yes, yes.